Hello, hello, and welcome back. One moment as I fix my speakers, which aren't working for some reason. That one maybe. No. Nope, that is. Maybe. Nope. Man. This shit just changes without me doing literally anything. That should be that one. Someone say something? No. Why?
If we gotta wait for Glitch to come back anyway, too.
Okay, now it's... Oh. That was weird. I don't know why it did that. It was on the right one to begin with, it just wasn't putting anything out. I was Glitch not back yet? I thought he was back.
He's back.
Yeah, no, it just randomly my Discord decided to have a fun time.
Oh, okay. That makes
happens.
sense.
It went to the Discord buffering screen where like everything in Discord is locked out, and then it just started rapidly playing the in channel out channel sound.
Yeah.
It does that too often.
Yeah, had that before. It's like, especially if you're wearing headphones, it's like just going insane.
But in any case, technical issues aside, when last we left off, you all finally finding room to finish the boat and taking along several more passengers than you probably anticipated on taking with you, found that you were ready to head off once more. Now with a set goal in mind, you decide to head for the island of Chicha-Ziva, the land of pure blood Yontees, as it were put to you before, their city among the jungle depths, in the hopes that you could find a piece of this artifact you have been searching for. However, now you are on a time crunch, as there is a time limit to what you can do. And so, as you are arriving on the boat and preparing to head out, sails are dropped, and you are you begin to set sail a bit to the east, in the hopes that the island will breach the horizon soon enough. You will have, I believe it was 3 days. Yes, it will take you 3 days to arrive at the port of this city. So is there anything that you would all wish to do during this time?
A quick question reminder. Did we end up blowing up the rock completely? Or no? I don't remember.
No, the rock is still there.
Okay.
We just stole some of its power.
Yeah, just making sure. You never know.
Who brought Cyril with them? Was that Elias?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was trying just to remember which one is. We have too many new passengers.
All shape changes except for Cyril, who's just already half something.
We don't know if she is. Maybe she is.
Yes.
Who knows? Also, we have a fucking dragon. Like.
Sorry, I got way too excited there for a second. But yes.
No, I think your mic peaked and we didn't hear anything.
I'm sorry. I'm just giddy, okay?
One moment, actually, while I move you to the actual ship, as you have sailed off already. Take those.
Now we're just gonna chill in the coast of the Miscreant Island.
Would we just take over the other islands? I think we have enough people for a micronation. Like, let's just chill there.
We gotta keep going with like the Dragon Ball style of fighting people. You fight them and then you make them into your friends, and then you bring them on the boat.
So One Piece. We're literally One Piece.
Yeah, that's fair too.
So does this mean our campaign never ends? Smile.
God.
I mean,
I mean,
campaigns
it would
end. Parties don't.
700,000 seasons in a movie.
Campaigns and idiots remain.
Why is there two of them?
Don't worry about it.
To who?
Torin.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
I
about it.
don't see anything.
There's no
Oh no, he's
doppelgangers.
been replaced by Turin 1.
He multiplied.
Alright. When you're back on the boat, would you like to do anything? As people begin to sort of just wander and find things to do.
Nothing specific. Help around the boat if I need to, but that's about it.
Tanya's gonna do breathing exercises, I guess.
I'm gonna remove my temp HP. I'm gonna
I don't know if we
emotional damage.
I don't know if I should take the orb from Monster or not. I don't think I should.
steal it from her. Yoink it.
Steal it.
It's mine now.
Just kill
Oh.
her. No, I won't.
All your stuff belong to me now.
You will remember of this vessel. Everything is shared. Everything.
Communism. Our loot.
I think she'll just chill, I guess. Actually, no, she learned her lesson last time. But last time she was down here, the boat got attacked.
Nervously looks at Rolane. Oh no, he's gonna be throwing rocks from inside the boat now.
Where's he gonna get the rocks from?
He just spawns them
He's got a bag of holding. It's full of rocks.
full of boulders. She'll stay up here and just chill. I guess and help out if needed.
Alright. Then as you do, some of you help out with the daily duties of the ship. One moment, I need to turn this tab down. There we go. Much better. Okie dokie. As you do, then as the 3 days begin to pass, doing daily duties of the ship, it remains sunny and hot throughout these 3 days, as it doesn't seem to change from the tropical atmosphere as you sail across the sea. Heading to the east, eventually the island rises above the horizon, showing you a large, massive island, similar to the one in the center that you could see bits and pieces of as you traveled south. Jungle sort of spread throughout it. However, as you're sailing around looking for a plan of attack to sort of stop off and drop your goods and such, you see that a large, massive port, well maintained with bamboo and stone structures along the edge. As you're able to pull right up, several boats of varying different cultures and beings throughout the area, which I unfortunately do not have a map for, so you'll have to imagine it as best you can.
Lots of boats.
Yes.
I'm imagining it.
As you pull into...
Imagining.
As you start pulling into the sort of port, there is an open spot that you see the captain sort of begin to order the crew around to pull the sails up as you slowly drift into it. Several of the people on board come to the top of the ship and are staring off. Specifically, Chandra, as you take your usual spot there, Asi is very excitedly sort of hopping up and down almost in place as she's staring over this space. However, as you watch the port, you're noticing it's a very diverse crowd. It is not just Yuan-Ti and Yuan-Ti purebloods, but there are elves, there are humans, there are even dwarves who have sort of come to this area, as this looks to be almost like a trade hub of sorts.
Nice.
Too bad we're broke.
Oh yeah, we don't have like any money.
We
I
are
don't
broken.
think.
I have 5 silver.
Hell yeah.
I think I might have gotten something. Let me check.
Maybe actually
I
check
mean-
my inventory.
I just realized that I have multiple magic items, but don't worry about it.
I have the big crystals. Honestly, they sell for much though.
I have 10 coins of the gold variety.
All
Well,
right.
we lack in money and magical items. We make up for in horrible mutations.
Dude, why the fuck Elias got like 400 gold?
Because he doesn't spend on anything.
Literally, Elias just hoards gold. You guys get gold, and he has not spent it on anything.
Yeah, I
think
have
we
5
asked him
gold.
to buy like a potion, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, here you go."
Yeah.
Shandira has 265 gold.
Oh yeah, because she's holding on to everybody else's gold.
No,
I just spend
because it's the
for
elf.
spell components and stuff.
It's like when you ask
Hydra.
like your mom to like, hey, can I have this? And she gets out her purse. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I think this is the gold I got from the Hydra thing, the Hydra mission.
Yeah,
Probably.
some of it is.
Hold on, it
Yeah.
says on my sheet I have 40 gold. Do I trust the sheet or the Google sheet? Huh.
Whichever. 40 gold is not that much gold.
Listen, it's like 4 times
It's
more than
something,
I
though.
have.
It's something.
Literally 4 times my net worth.
My inventory's accurate, so I'm good.
In any
I have
case,
the- pretty
you
much
pull
shit
into
done.
port, and as some of the crew is reacting, just sort of beginning to mount up the ship into the dock and make sure that everything is ship shape so you can all move out. Captain Oliver sort of takes a step as his job is sort of seemingly done and sort of speaks out. Alright then, we're here. We have plenty of supplies until, well, a while, so we can stay in port for as long as you need. If you need anything, come back and holler at us, but we'll probably be staying here, checking out the locals. See if they have a bar or something, maybe.
Alright.
Do you need anything from us?
Oh wait,
But
can I
don't
speak
get too
yet?
drunk.
Can you what?
Can I speak yet? Should I roll for a new one?
It's been 3 days, so yeah, roll for a new one.
Yeah.
Roll for
I
3
don't
new
know.
ones.
Watch me get the you can speak again.
Exactly. Hold on, let me check.
Right down the middle, let's go.
I always forget to open this, so now I have to go get it.
You can kind of
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
50% of your
I just
I
need to start
also-
remembering to actually open this.
I also realized today that I have 3 completely different ranged attacks, and I have the dual wielding fighting style.
dual bows.
Yeah.
Finger guns.
Oh yeah, actually, I wanted to ask, how does the ranged attack that I got work? Do I get a bonus action offhand or not?
Well, normally your bonus action. Well, yeah, it would still work. So yeah, you do still get that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yo, head crossbows.
Dual wielding fighting style actually useful, let's go.
And it's useful when you're using a shadow blade or a flame blade or something.
I mean, I have melee options. It's just like, why be melee when you can be not melee? Forehead.
Oh boy. Your arms periodically have a will of their own, causing your reaction speeds to slow while you regain control of them. You have disadvantage on dexterity ability checks to determine initiative order.
It's fine, I have plus 12. I'm good. Watch me roll a 1 and be above everybody else.
Your hand slaps you in the face as you say that. You're gonna have to now RP out muscle spasming and punching people that are randomly walking by you.
Can I use my alert to react to my hands better?
You can try, but I may periodically do that, as Glitch has suggested.
That is fine.
But in any case,
She's just gonna be slightly away from people, I guess. As, as possible as there is in a busy port.
in any case, you guys need anything from me then?
No.
Not currently, no.
I think we're just going to have to go find it ourselves. So.
Alright then. Like I said, we'll be here. If you find anything you need, we'll be here. Aussie very quickly rushes up towards you. Aussie has to return.
To see your family.
No, I have to return this. She pulls out the thing and just sort of holds it up.
Bruh.
Return it to who?
Church, priest, just anyone. They need to return it to its place.
Has it changed or anything?
Nope, it's still exactly the same.
She'll go ahead and put her hands out to, can I take a look at it one more time?
She's hesitant for a moment, but we'll hand it to you.
I'm not gonna steal it.
I mean, you haven't really explained it to her yet.
Yeah, no.
Can I do an Arcana check on it just to see if there's anything new from what I've read, or anything like that I can glean from it?
You'll have to be more specific, because right now you wouldn't need to roll to really realize that nothing has really changed unless you're looking for something specific you didn't look for before.
Can't read Celestial. I weep.
This is
Just
my
learn to read Forehead.
I mean, wasn't it Machiko that read it last time?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd probably remember that, so.
No, you show it to me if anything too that can help out.
She'll go ahead and wave Machika over.
I'm gonna open my notes.
Yeah.
Machiko, can you take a look at this and see if there's anything that we may have missed?
She looks at it.
From what you've seen and what you've read and what you've gleaned.
She'll look at it. What do I need to roll? What are you saying, Mr. DM?
We saw it or saw parts of it.
Yes, we saw it in parts and to a staff or something, right?
Yeah. You know that there are two other pieces that are similar in sort of size and shape to this one almost exactly. That would be the top of a staff and sort of make this central red gem sort of total and whole. there is also the staff part, actual staff that you don't know where it could be at the moment. This one doesn't appear to be one of the ones that attaches to the staff, so there's no like hole or anything to it.
So it's the top.
Yes, it appears to be the top.
Okay.
Mm,
But
So yeah.
other than
So
knowing
you
that,
think we have-
really nothing has changed.
Okay.
I think we have the focusing part of the staff.
Yes,
Yeah, we
that
probably
is
have
correct.
the gem focus.
Yeah. So
There
it
are
would
just
be
two
like-
other pieces to that focusing part that you do not have.
Mm.
Put the Sunny D on it. You know how to do it.
Which one of them be like way down below wherever the fuck that city was? Like in the water.
Whatever.
That was the
Yeah,
Ley
I
line.
know
The
that
water
the ley
ley
line
line.
is there, but you know, what?
It's all the way down there. My God.
things
What
to
if-
keep in mind to ask questions to people that you might find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Thindra. This would be Thindra's first time seeing it.
He sighs as he definitely was listening in the entire time, but didn't want to be called to. Yes.
Sorry. I just remembered. She'll hold the item out to Thindra.
It does look similar to what I said before. I've probably seen it before, I just haven't seen it in a while.
Do you know where the other pieces are?
Who's to say? It's been centuries.
She'll quirk her brow at him, knowing full well you can remember things. No matter
But would
how
it
long
be
it's
so interesting if it wasn't so easy?
been. She'll hold it out to him and like waggle her hands, like shake it at him to take it.
He rolls his eyes and takes it. Aussie looks on in disdain as you're now handing it off to more people.
She's
I
getting
probably-
really close.
It's hard to say. It's been a long time. But as your friend has pointed out, it most likely was in the hands of other Yonti. How it transitioned between hands over the years, I can't quite say. I didn't keep good tracks of things that did not interest me. This was one of them.
Does it interest you now?
Of course not.
Can she roll insight to see if he's lying?
Sure, go ahead.
Things that can potentially stop the end of the world. Yeah, it's not that interesting, you know.
I roll insight. I give myself guarded. Okay.
He really doesn't seem like he's lying. Searching for some lost artifact does not seem like it is on the top of his list of interesting things.
Ask him if he wants to grab a beer.
Yeah. Shandira will like pass the artifact back. She'll take it from him.
He puts up no resistance.
And she lazily like hands it over to Aussie.
She immediately grabs it and holds it to her chest.
See, I wasn't gonna steal it.
You tickle blinks.
I did not expect you to steal it.
We need that.
Side eye.
To give side eye right back. She's already been called a thief once already.
Don't we need that though?
He needs to return it.
Well, we can just follow her and see where she returns it to. Maybe the other piece is with them.
Anyways, I'm going to go find something fun to do while here. I haven't been to this island in some time. They've probably built another strange pyramid thing. They like to do that for some reason.
Oh,
What's the last one about?
Hell if I know, they just seem to do it all the time. Sometimes it's for the sun, sometimes it's for random stars, sometimes it's for the hell of it, I don't know.
So it's more interesting for you to stand and watch a mound of blocks rather than go looking for a lost artifact.
I have many artifacts that I have kept away. I don't need another one.
But it's just a bunch of stone. Though.
Then give him to us, bro.
Squid's really hard at him. Just tempted to push him over the water. Just kidding.
Chaotic, stupid.
Pretty
In any case, if you find the full staff, maybe it will be interesting. But until then, it's none of my business.
Gives head pats. Don't get lost.
He rolls his eyes even harder. Goodbye, then. And he just sort of walks off.
We're gonna make every NPC passive aggressive towards us by the end of the campaign.
That's gonna be
I
great.
love that.
the no filter.
Yeah, he's here. Being
teleport.
stoic, as usual. Eyes piercing over the horizon, looking for one thing and one thing only.
Within miles.
Within miles. I see you need to go now. If you are following, you can, I suppose.
Okay.
You get awkwardly close. And she very quickly backs up and starts walking away.
Walk the plank.
Well, follow.
She's gonna try to walk side by side.
Alrighty.
What's your tea? Pure bloods. This is normal.
I guess we leave the ship.
Yeah.
Anya waves at Leisha and then steps off.
She gives you a smile. I'll be here. Okie dokie. I hope you all preloaded, even though my last big map was not actually big as far as I thought, so.
I did. Hope I did.
It's most likely it won't take very long to load.
I mean, this one was
as long as I thought it was
fine,
going
I
to,
think.
at least.
Yeah, I'm loaded.
Nice.
So where are we?
Trees.
Oh, there we are.
I'm almost done.
Also, yeah, when I opened this map, like, to preload it, for some reason it loaded, like, in a single asset, so...
Same.
It's because it is a single asset. So I do everything
But-
in Photoshop.
Oh yeah, but here, when it, like, it was loading, like, 37 out of
It's
that
because it was
step.
loading all the tokens that you didn't preload.
Gotcha.
But in any case, Aussie leads you through the small sort of shipping town as you pass by several boats and other things. Plenty of diverse peoples and all sorts of things. You pass many trader shacks that are just trying to sell off goods and random treasures that they found along their way. She passes all of that as she seems one singular goal in mind. She heads off into the jungle as a small path leads away from that port, deeper inland. As you see sort of mountainous areas about, all covered in jungle spread forest, leading up over the horizon that you can see above the trees. Eventually that sky sort of gets blotted out as it becomes decently dark with the sort of canopy of the jungle overhead. But eventually, after a good 20 or 30 minute walk, you begin to sort of pass into the tree line along a muddy path and begin to see a spreading large set of buildings just off into the distance, only slightly above your sightline at the moment, as it seems to be sunken down into the ground a bit. As you head up towards this long set of stairs that leads downwards, you now see it, the entire city sort of placed over top of a small piece of land inside this swollen lake beneath a cliffside. Several of the buildings rising up, but the centerpiece obviously being this large pyramid-like ziggurat that sits in the center of town, a large snake at the top of its center point that sort of stares off into your direction, golden and sort of a beacon of light that sort of shines through the space. Asi does not marvel at any of it as she continues to move.
Wowie, what a big place. As she starts walking on ahead of them, she's like, oh shoot, I gotta follow him.
As we're walking, we'll like randomly grab and like rip off a branch and just keep walking with it. I have stick.
As you begin to pass through this small area, you notice that several people have started just sort of creating their own market along the road. Shops and stalls that are filled with fanciful items and foreign sort of fauna and flora that sort of fill the space. Small traders of any sort of city you'd be able to see, but many of them have exotic goods and things that you've never quite seen before. Weapons of strange make and design. Foods that smell strange and not used to your typical Aietherhall continent cuisine.
I'm going to have to check this out later.
She brushes past all of that. As people are calling out to you to try their goods and buy their things, Aussie seems unmotivated.
Michi will get slightly...
Tanya looks distracted for a second, but then decides to go with the group.
Chandera would be like hurried walking, keeping up.
Michi will get distracted here and there.
Alrighty.
But she has no money, so she can't buy anything anyway.
It's a good thing Chandera brought her purse. Buying the kids dinner.
25 silver is like enough for something, probably.
I mean, yeah, it's enough for like food and stuff.
Yeah. Nothing fancy though.
It's just better than nothing.
Chandera would have brought something.
As you head on towards this large pyramid or ziggurat, it begins to have a long, steep stairwell upwards towards its center. Two guards, however, stationed outside of the stairwell sort of stare back at you as Aussie sort of moves up towards them and almost immediately starts walking up before one of them sort of sticks a spear out and sort of stops her. Does anyone speak Draconic?
I do.
I hold up. Maybe? Question mark. I think I do. I think I picked it because dragons and stuff. Yeah.
It would have been fucking hilarious if you rolled the I can't speak one.
The third time.
Yeah, and then you needed to talk because you were the only person who understood the fucking language.
No, I know it, but I have a couple people, I think. Yeah, I do know it. Also.
Cat, you're missing out. There was a whole lot of women here. More than just snake people.
He put Milstra on purpose. He knew. He knew.
Next time.
He'll get him on the way out.
Get him
Yeah.
on the...
In any case, they begin to speak in Draconic, so Val and Machiko, you're the only ones who understand the conversation. What is your business here? As Asi speaks outwards. I have business with the priestess. I need to return this. As she sort of pulls out the item quickly, and sort of flashes it before hiding it once more. As both of them sort of go wide-eyed for a moment. Where did you find this? Who are these people?
What was her? She'll reply in a Draconic real quick.
I understand that.
Hey, I'm Tanya.
We need to speak about that thing with someone who knows.
I'm sure you understand the implications of having this. The reasons why it needs to be returned as quickly as possible. Doesn't matter how I got it, how I found it. It needs to be here.
I'm gonna be
They
honest,
both
I
sort
don't
of look at
remember
each
who
other
got it
for a
either.
moment. They look at each other for a moment. Before sort of reluctantly sighing. Come. No funny business.
With a group of mostly mutants.
There's the clowns too. Yeah, you're right. No funny business, honk honk.
God damn it.
God, I have one brain cell. Help.
Yeah, we're good.
Pass the brain cell, dog.
That's his brain cell.
Who has the brain cell today?
Roll for brain cell. Who has it? I hope it's not with Cat,
Alright.
please. We need it.
Mom said it's my turn on the brain cell.
Fortunately, I didn't finish this map either, so you'll have to imagine it. They begin to proceed
That
up
is
the stairway, one behind you and one in front, as you begin to set up top. A large double golden door at the top of the staircase sort of opens up, and inside you see a large mural along the walls and ceiling. Small bits of light that shine in through the top of the roof that you don't quite see where the holes are, but they seem to sort of emanate directly from the roof no matter where you are. A mural at the bottom is showing of a snake in large ziggurat form, almost like a small story being told as the snake sort of moves along the sides and sort of changes into the sort of humanoid shapes of the Yuan-Ti. Through this room, you proceed through another doorway, which leads into an even larger mural scape. Deep within this pyramid, it seems, as you are now deep below the cement and stucco that was used to create this place. Inside, there are two individuals who are sort of sitting among themselves, speaking to each other. We'll just move you over here. Pretend that you're in there.
As we walk in, Val will very loudly snap the branch in half. Like, Sorry.
The guard behind you jumps. Almost at the ready, pulling his spear towards you before he sort of stops himself.
I imagine as soon as Val does that, just JoJo menacing symbols show up around her.
Like 50 guards jump out from nowhere. It's around.
I immediately use shocking grasp.
Two stoic-looking Yuan-Ti women sort of sit at the top of this large platform as they speak silently, but they turn toward you as you enter, seeing your approach. The first guard sort of quickly shuffles up and sort of speaks to them in low tones that none of you can quite hear. They both look at you, or they look at the entire group a moment before Asi sort of begins to sort of step up without really any provocation. Before she can even speak, the woman on the left sort of holds a hand up. I know what you have, and I won't ask how you found it, or why you have it. But I need you to give it to me this moment. She is also speaking in common.
I'm new here. Well, all of us are new here, really. But before Arcee decides to hand it over, can we get some information first, if that's all right?
The woman looks to her left towards the darker-skinned Yuan-Ti, as that woman sort of shakes her head no, and then she turns back to you. We need this item back in our possession first.
Mm-hmm. But you go look at Chandira to see what to do.
Mom, what do we do?
I tried.
Shandira will she's
Tried
gonna
a
like
nice approach.
yeah, she's trying to think of a much more thing.
We- She'll look to see that Chandira is thinking.
Yeah. Well, it's more along the lines of like, would Shandira tell him about the thing? Probably, but at the same time, you know, they probably know that already. Like the great calamity that might be coming.
Maybe they don't too. Well, maybe they probably do, but
We're just wondering about the importance of this particular item. Mostly because while in our travels, we came across information about how this was used and roughly about when it was used. We just wanted more information on if you guys know if the reason why it was used previously is coming to a close.
The woman once again looks to her left. And the darker-skinned Yuan-Ti shakes her head once more. We need the item first, then I may be able to explain some things.
God, I want to say we might need it too, but I don't want us to make these people angry.
Asi seems conflicted.
Can I insert why she might seem conflicted?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I'm not good at insight, but we'll try this.
I give guidance. Smack you on the back. Give you
I think you should probably insight yourself, if anything.
I probably should.
Never mind.
It's not terrible.
I won't take the guidance, though, just in case you want to insight.
Okay.
Yeah. You might roll high. You have a higher chance to roll higher than I do. Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Hey yo,
Go ahead and take it.
Andrews psychoanalyzes her.
Everybody.
As you look over and see the apprehension, she seems apprehensive because of this woman in particular. She keeps looking back and forth between the two.
Hmm. So the darker skinned one seems to be a leader. I assume, correct? Or some
They
sort.
both seem to be leaders of some sort. This one definitely seems like she is more well dressed, as if royalty.
Mhm.
She will move her way closer to Aussie and like, you know, give her a gentle pat on the shoulder and ask if she's okay.
I'm fine. Aussie, I never thought I would get this far.
Quirks a brow.
I just want to make sure it's done right.
Do you know her? And she'll gesture to the dark-skinned
She
Bounty.
nods.
Is it family?
She shakes her head.
Okay.
Will something go wrong if you give it to her?
Because
She stays silent.
Oh, that would make Shindira like step a little close, like ahead of her, like in case she has to push her
Mom
back.
mode.
I know.
Michiko takes a deep breath and sighs.
She will
Your
lean in.
apprehension is surprising. I do not wish for this to be a conflict, but we require that item. Good people will lose their lives without it.
That's the reason why we're hesitant as well.
Whole world would lose their lives. She just mumbles that under her breath.
You know, this is.
Tanya, it looks like she's going to speak up if nobody else starts talking.
I was about to talk.
Okay.
We've gained information that this is part of 3, or at least this is part of a whole, and well, for something big as well. I'm not quite sure if you know, and
She once again looks over towards the other woman, who again shakes her head. I require the item. I cannot speak further on this.
Chindir is getting frustrated. But in the meantime, she is like standing a bit ahead of Asi, as if to like will push her back if needed.
Okay.
Like very protective stance. And hoping that Asi doesn't mind.
I don't
She
have
is
a
just
psychometer.
thinking at the moment. There's no other way.
Elsie, do you know what this will be used for?
She nods.
What do they require it? Maybe you can provide some insight.
Hard to explain. It will be easier for them to explain.
If they do explain.
There's no choice at this point. She sort of tries to step up past you, unless you're stopping her.
She will take a step with her.
Well, she's gonna walk up and begin to hand out the item. As this one gently takes it. Thank you. Whatever you were before, you should know now that you are welcome in this place. As you are very helpful to us all. You should know you have saved many people, and will save many people with this. Aussie looks... She nods apprehensively. As if she's still conflicted, but she takes a step back. Now, if you could you explain to me why you are all here? How did you come across this?
Well, when we first joined up with Aussie and the crew, she already had the item, from what I could tell. Now we figured out that it's relatively important to a near future.
I see. Well, what you hold is or what you did hold is very important to my people.
And why is that?
And sickness has ravaged us for the last decade or so. Some sort of infection turns our people with no hope of being saved. This was the only way we could defend against it. Remove it from our spaces. Find those infected before we could stop the spread.
Turns them to what?
Monstrous beings. They are plagued with worm-like creatures begin to sprout forth from them. Many times they keep to themselves for the most part. They venture off their host, seemingly plagued to follow their commands and walk into the sea, most likely never to return. In some cases, however, they go feral, attacking others and infecting them. It has plagued my people for many years.
When did this first occur? Do you know it's because of the orb or because of some other source?
Hard to say exactly when it started. Could have been around for much longer, but we started noticing it a few decades ago. Where it came from, however, we're unsure. The orb has, or at least this item, has been in our care for a long, long time. Many generations have held this. It just seemed to be the only solution to keeping people at bay. At that point, you sort of see as the darker-skinned Yuan-Ti sort of puts a hand up in front of her to stop her from saying anything further on that matter.
Hmm.
You were muted if you said something.
I just said,
Oh, no, I meant Shandira. Shandira put her speech bubble.
Oh, my microphone didn't catch it. I said,
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is like, they got their item. They're not.
Maybe if they held it for many. Well, I wonder how long ago they lost it. I guess I can ask that. Well, how did you lose the orb in the first place, and for how long? At that, if this plague slash infection was around for decades, but you've had this orb for centuries, you must have lost it recently.
You see as she looks over to the woman who leans forward and whispers into her ear before she turns back to you. We lost it quite recently. How it was lost is not something I can share with you, however.
There was another Yanti tribe looking for this item. The Yanti abominations. They seem to be rather interested as well. And
You see them both grimace and very much not like the direction this conversation is going now.
And well,
Make them squirm.
I took a look-see at, well, there's the Garot, and they seem to have some type of sun cult.
They both remain silent.
I don't want to push them because I don't know. I don't know how strong these people are.
Just do it. Get more information, baby.
I'd like some answers, please. Rather than the silent treatment.
We have been dealing with them for some time.
Yes.
We are, however, safe here, and do not wish to poke a sleeping bear, as it may seem. They keep to themselves for the most part, so we keep to ours.
Doesn't seem like they keep to themselves, not from the tabaxi.
We, however, do not have any reign over tabaxis. They need to seek their own solutions to their problems.
At this point, Shandira will probably cross her arms. Okay, so I asked earlier, and you said you wouldn't be able to answer my question until you got the item. Now that you have the item, I would like to have the answer to my questions.
Then speak your question.
I asked them, but I'll ask again. You do know this is like a part of something, correct? Like 3 pieces of it.
She looks over to her assistant to the left, who shakes her head. That is unfortunately not something I can share.
Okay, you said that you were give me some answers until you got your item. You have your item.
I cannot tell you everything we know. Some things are meant to be secret for a reason. Our culture and our things are well guarded.
We don't need for you to share the information. We already know that it is a part of something. We need to understand if you know that or not.
You see her look to her left once again. Who, the woman appears to be caught at a loss.
Would you rather
Growing a bit frustrated with her the questions she seems, but she rolls her eyes and sort of nods. Yes, we are aware that it is something more.
And if you know for what for? I've seen it. Quite
No.
literally, I've seen it.
We don't know exactly what it will do. We know it is powerful. But finding the other pieces is not something that we can just use resources for. Nor is it very moral of us to do so.
Okay.
Why is it not moral? Does someone else have it?
If we found the other pieces, could you hold this so that we could possibly use it down the road?
Both of them sort of exchange looks for a moment. Like they're having a conversation in between them that you can't hear.
Sure took telepathy.
She leans
To the
over once
thoughts.
more and whispers something in her ear. This could perhaps be an arrangement we could make. However, we are not exactly aware where these pieces are. One of them would be easy to know where it could be, but how they protect it is up to them.
It's the lead? Where is this lead? I assume it's the Yonti Abomination.
Yes. They hold another piece. But like I said, poking a sleeping bear. They are not exactly the most friendly individuals, as you probably already know. Giving them a reason to fight us is not something we look to do. So if you do seek the other pieces, and do go to them, we have nothing to do with it.
Of
We're
course.
experts at poking dangerous things.
That is just as unsettling as you might think it must be.
Tanya does not look like she thinks it must be.
I'm sure doesn't care.
Let me think. We need the power of all of its parts, and hopefully afterwards we can give the piece back and distribute the pieces somewhat if they are helpful on their own. Seems like
Once
a lot of
again,
people
they
want them.
exchange glances. Why do you need these pieces?
Is anybody else
Was
gonna
there
answer? Or are you gonna have Tanya try and
wasn't there like multiple reasons? There's like we need to get to the island. We need to protect the world from the terror. The terror.
Yeah,
Everything.
I mean,
I
Chandira
think just
said that
bring
there
up
was.
the calamity.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, they're not gonna give a shit about us needing like to translate a text.
Yeah.
That's not important.
Yeah, just bring up the other thing.
We're trying to prevent a second calamity from happening.
Both of them sort of blink in surprise. There's a second calamity.
Possibly. And soon.
Perhaps.
And
Less
you're
than a month.
sure of this? In a month?
Yes.
We
Less
have
than a
big
month.
telescope that shows the future.
Did she actually say
Yes.
that?
Blinks in surprise again. I
Gotta
see.
mute.
Then perhaps there is reason to believe your need for this could be correct.
Fucking love that she just took that at face value.
For a moment.
There's many things writing on these objects. That's why we're more hesitant to give it than, you know.
I see. She looks to her left once more, and they sort of exchange whispers once again. And yes, I do believe it would be a good idea for you to search these things out. And we can hold on to them for the time being. But as I said, if you return them to us, we have nothing to do with this. You are doing this of your own accord, is that understood?
Of course.
Good. I believe it would be best if you avoid going to, I have to literally look up the own name of my own place because it's so hard to pronounce. Why did I do this to myself?
Happens.
Why did I do this to myself? Vervestixa. Their people are different than they used to be.
Why is that? Possibly a new leader of sorts.
Of sorts.
Could this have to do with the cult that I mentioned?
Actually, do we have... Oh, sorry.
She exchanged a glance once more. This time, the woman seems to nod, though a bit apprehensively. Yes, it did have something to do with that. We unfortunately have our own ways of dealing with those individuals, as they seem to want to expand to us as well. More than likely you will run into some at some point if you stay here long. They appear to be harmless for the time being, but their views on things are archaic, to say the least.
She'll nod. She'll look to her group. We could, if they appear here, we could probably use that. Or we could just go straight there.
I suppose. However, the other possible place for the second piece is already on this island.
Really?
Yes. There was a second piece given to a secondary tribe, eastern on this island. However, they were overrun by this plague. They may still have that piece, however, we are not able to return to that place.
They were overrun by the plague, even though they had a peace.
Yes.
I said specific.
It is not exactly that they just have to hold it to be free of this taint. It has to be used in a very specific way. And they most likely did not find it before it overran them.
And how likely is it that this plague will affect us if we go there?
We have not found it to be very well spread through the other races. But the Yuan-Ti seem to have an affliction to it.
Oh, rip.
Looks at Yuan-Ti.
Looks like I'm
I
dead.
see. Well, thank you.
Oh no.
Looks like I'm going on a suicide mission.
You would be wary to protect yourself.
Should I wear a mask?
I don't believe it spreads that way.
Oh, okay. Should I hold on to the orb for protection? Oh, alright.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow that. There are
Alright.
too many sick and too many possibilities of it spreading through the city, and I cannot allow it to be only used for one individual purpose.
Alright. New magic could have hesitancy. Well, alright. Team. Either I sit this one out or I go with you.
We, c- we can be extra careful. You don't have to be all the way in the front.
I mean, it's alright either way. I don't mind.
I mind.
This is better than the mutant island, I guess.
I suppose I should at least explain it to you how it works. From our research, it seems most who contract it within the first 3 days are fine or don't show signs of symptoms. But typically, when a worm has infected them, you will see an obvious sign of the burrowing of inside of your skin.
Alright. Do you...
Have you ever had somebody remove the worms forcefully?
Well,
She looks to her side.
That's legitimate. It's a legitimate question.
She
actually.
nods before looking back to you. Yes.
Yeah, how did that fare?
How well are you? How good are you at surgery, Chandria?
It's pretty
I
good.
mean,
Unfortunately, as brutal as it may seem, it only delays the process.
So it delays it at least. I mean, that's an option if it ever comes to that. How far away is this eastern village? Eastern old settlement?
A few days' travel.
A few days. Alright. And how long would I have if I do get infected by this worm?
Hard to say. Some are very quick. Some are slower. 3 days at the least before they show signs of infection. Any time after that, you could be turned at any moment. The only helping you then would be to return to here to be cleansed by the item.
So if she starts turning, we knock her out and bring her back over here.
Her being unconscious will change nothing. There comes a point as well, once the infection has truly set in, that there is no coming back from it.
Do we know if it's contracted person to person? So if I was next to somebody, would it infect someone else? Infect me?
Yes, it's transferred through these worms that grow from person to person.
I want to study it, but if I can't get near, then that might be a problem.
It is not worth it to study.
And
We know much about it.
Can Nanyanti carry it even if it doesn't affect us?
It's possible. However, it doesn't seem to affect them as the way it does us. It will carry inside of them, and there are things that can go wrong. Brutal sores and such, but it does not seem to change them in the way that it does the Auntie.
Though it does affect, it just doesn't completely destroy you.
Correct.
Well, I got
Right.
con saves, so whatever.
But it's gonna be intelligence. It's gonna focus. Alright.
I mean, in and out, easy job, easy club, just in and out.
I don't think I have any questions left, unless everyone else does.
I suppose I should explain the cultists, as you said them before, at least.
Yes.
So we are at least on the same page about this. As I said, we are not affiliated in any way, if anyone asks or it comes up in some way.
Alright.
And you will run into these cultists, most likely. As they seem to have the same goal, as far as we can tell at the moment. Finding these pieces of the object. For what purpose, I do not know. But if we know where the other object is, they might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did we?
They are hard to spot. They do not have any symbology. Some of them do preach, and they are easy to know who is who. But many of them lie in wait among us, as they are quite shifty in their goals, as they seem to want to keep secrets for the time being.
I'm trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
What was in the Obsidian Tower Island? Was that just the translation, or was that another piece?
I think
was
it's
the
the place where we.
translation.
I
Yeah,
think
okay.
it's also the place where we used this, or where it was
Where we
used
gotta use the
last.
staff.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Where it was
yeah.
created.
So that's going to be the last thing we
Yeah,
gotta.
where it was last used.
Yeah. That's the one piece.
Also, you said the magic word. Now, like my
Oh my
5-year-old
God.
brain is
Shut
like,
up.
What? What do you say?
Don't think it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I forgot my question. Oh, is there a possibility they might already have it? Do you think that's the reason why they're here? Searching for
It
it?
is possible. It is possible, but I am assuming were aware or are aware that the piece that we had lost is, well, it was lost, so.
Hmm.
And they still are here, so there's a possibility they do not have the other one. Or they have
Well,
something else in mind. It is difficult to tell what their exact goals are at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Since we have an adventure ahead of us, is there any way you could provide us with supplies of sorts for adventuring?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
Uh-huh.
Our need for you to be unrelated to us is very important. And any sign that we have supplied you or given you means to supply would be...
Alright.
I literally had a brain fart and forgot the word I was going to say. It's a problem that we do not want to see arise.
Alright.
There are, however, plenty of people in need of goods and services that it seems like you could provide. Jobs that I have heard that could pay well if you require gold and of the sorts is up towards the north end of our city as the quarry and mines deep beneath the surface. They've been dealing with their own cultists, it seems. Evil things that reside deep below as well that could be cleared out.
Yo, side quest. Let's go.
Oh, whoa.
We had a month, right?
Correct.
We have
Yes.
a month, a little bit less, I think.
You have until 6:30, and it is 5:29 right now.
Is it time to procrastinate until the deadline?
I mean, it's like one day probably to get that done.
Yeah. And how far is this other Snake Island from here? Like a few days too.
I mean,
If you were to
down
travel out of this port to go to the other Snake Island,
Or Sevesh.
look at the, I think I have the map in front of me. Hold on. I think that one's 2 days from here, but just make sure.
I mean, it's all in a couple days travel, you said. So.
Yeah. They're all close
That-
by.
To there would be 3 days.
3 days? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just to reach the island. To actually go towards the city, I think it's another day.
Okay. And actually do our thing probably would take another day or two.
Possibly.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna spend like 20 days down here.
I don't think we
Unless
are
we
either.
try really hard.
Didn't they say the eastern village is like a couple days too or something?
It's a few days travel, yes, by foot at least.
We sail around, probably take less time.
Possibly, yes.
Well, if there is a place to like dock there,
Yeah,
we don't know
there's a
that.
dock.
We have a foldable boat. We don't need to.
We do have a foldable boat.
True, but like, so another problem is like these things walk into the water. What if they just attack the boat while we're
True, it could be
away?
like the drowned in fucking Minecraft.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's when I like call water animals to help.
Wait, what do you mean
Or be
attack the boat while
friends.
we're away?
Well, the
We
things
just
that
folded up.
yeah, the zombie things, the infected people. So we're like trying to get the artifacts from the infected village, and they're like, "Oh, a boat. Let's fuck it up."
What's the possibility
Well,
we could get like carriage or
I
ride
mean,
down there?
You fold the boat up, and then it gets on, and then you hold
Oh,
it.
yeah,
isn't it?
that's if we take the magic
foldable
boat.
boat.
But
Yeah,
how many of
that-
can we realistically drive that thing? Like, could
Tanya
we
has
both?
boat proficiency.
Tanya has boat proficiency.
Oh shit! Right.
I think Elias might have something too.
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know.
I think that might be our best shot.
That's like probably the quickest. I mean, what's the possibility we can get like a carriage down there or something? Probably not very high.
It's like probably. Actually, I guess it is a different city, so there might be a road in between. But
Yeah. But probably get to
you could
walk. up
probably
there.
ask if there's a road in between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
If there's
thinking.
a road in between.
Would you like to ask?
Yeah. Is there a road in between by chance? And what's the possibility we could get like a carriage down there?
There was a
Or
road
was
at some point. The jungle has most likely already overtaken a lot of it, at least.
Oh.
However, we do have our guides you could look to. If you require one, they could
What do
lead
you
you at
think-
least until the point of no return for it.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the best way to get there is? We could go by boat, but I'm not sure if there's a dock there.
Mhm. There's no dock to that island, on that end of the island. And the jungles are thick. It will be difficult to tell where you are from outside of the island or where you are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
An entire mountain may look like the ziggurat that you're searching for. It's covered with dense forest. It may be more likely easier to take the guide's offer and go to the point where you could find it yourself. However, your plan of sailing around and finding at least the most eastern tip and then moving through the forest could work as well. However, you'd probably have to rely on your own survival aspects to that point.
I'm not good at survival.
No, we're stupid. Please no.
The only person good at survival here is Shantir.
I have a whopping +1.
Well, I guess we have two possibilities.
I mean, as we're wandering,
What would be the? Can we figure out what the time difference would be to sail around and then through? Like comparatively, even if we, like what's the best case scenario for sailing compared to the few days for walking?
Just the guides would still be a few days, probably. The sailing would. It might be about the same, honestly speaking.
see what Chandera would probably do is cast animal friendship or whatever she has,
Yeah, I was
ring
gonna
her
say.
bell and see what's all out there, and then use like speak with animals and try to see if there's an animal guide that could help us.
Yeah, we
Speak
could try
with
to do that,
trees.
and then circle with the
Speak
Talk
boat.
to the trees.
It looks like as long as you don't get lost in the woods, you could save yourself probably a day.
I mean, that's, not insignificant.
Yeah.
And
And
do we
it's,
want to do the quarry quest before that?
I think we should do other things,
We
maybe?
should at least do a side quest before. We need to get
Because,
resources.
We need
you know,
actual supplies. We have like fucking nothing.
We have like no
Yeah.
potions or anything.
The thing
We still
is,
have the Molotov cocktail potion, but
We do.
keep it.
okay, well, Chandira has a bundle of teeth and claws and one bunch worth hide capable of making a piece of armor from the Hydra. So I want to try to have that make into armor to see if that would help Michiko at any given time.
Yeah, maybe we can find a
We would-
smith.
We might need money for that though, too.
Chandira has 265 gold.
All right.
Anya has 5 gold, so we together have 270 gold.
Yes.
To make something with
You're
that.
starting to venture stuff on stuff that you're gonna have to go search around the city for. So, is there anything else that you want to do here with the priestess?
Is there anything you want to ask?
Mm,
I
mm,
think I've asked.
No, I think
Phil.
Who's
Yeah.
that guy?
who?
Who's who?
No, never
What
mind.
guy?
Who's that guy?
That guy. He's just a guard.
He
Yeah.
just seems like a guard.
I'm just wondering why he's up there with them. You know,
I mean, he was the one that led you in here. He just moved over there once you guys started talking.
I have a
Notes-
short attention span.
notes
It's
real
fine.
quick.
Yeah, I think now that they kind of have the gist of the what can happen, which is what Chandira was saying. Hey, there was a calamity coming, but then they were like, "No, we can't answer until we get your stuff." Ah! Okay, done.
If there's nothing further, then I wish you luck. If there is truly another calamity coming, then we will all see it fruitful that you actually succeed.
Of course. We'd like to succeed just as best we can. Especially with that matter.
Please, if you could, do not return here unless you have another item to give us. It will keep up the perception that we are not working together, at least.
Mm-hmm. Should we walk up and act like we're angry?
I don't think there's
Will
need
that
for
help?
that.
If you wish. I'm unsure if there's anyone actually watching this.
Anya immediately does like a mod check.
Wait, do we have the
Looks
Simon
at literally everything around her. Hold up.
Looks at the camera.
looks at the DM?
I checked my notes. I don't have anything to ask. I don't think. Oh wait, I can ask about the orb. Hold on.
Hmm.
What's the quote again? Does the phrase the world will not wait for certainty ring any bells to you?
She looks to her left. She also shakes her head. Unfortunately not.
Okay. That's what the orb told me, I guess.
I see.
I saw some
Well,
robed
perhaps
individuals.
perhaps you will understand that phrase once you collect more of them.
Of course. Yo, I get to study without restriction if we find that artifact. Give me.
Yeah, just try not to die of
Yeah.
worms.
Worms.
I'm like going through all of the spell lists for druids right now. Like, what can possibly like Chandira do?
That's fine. I'm
Well,
okay
like
with that.
restoration and cure disease. No, sorry, it's
Yeah,
just
lesser-
restoration.
I think
I
it's
keep
less
getting
than-
that mixed up with Pathfinder.
Okay.
We could ask if lesser restoration works, like magic works or anything.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
We should probably ask. It could be like a thing.
At least
Or we can
pays
see,
it
like,
off.
Or we could ask like, what are the other things to prevent it, or do you have any like potions of sorts that prevent it? That we
Take
could
the
make?
vaccine.
Like a vaccine. No
If
needles.
you'd
Wait,
like
hold
to
up.
just ask these questions out of character, I will explain as you wish. Right now, just as you're rifling some stuff off, Lesser Restoration will not work. They don't have anyone powerful enough to do Greater Restoration, so they have not
So
tried
they
it.
haven't tried it. Okay. We has Greater Restoration was 5th level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's decently up there where you're not going to find a normal citizen who can do that.
It's pretty expensive too.
It is also, yes, it is also expensive.
Have they tried
No.
physically
Oh, no.
altering their body with like mutations and shit?
They would
Have
not
they-
answer that question.
Smile.
Have they
I'm not
made,
asking. Just,
have they made like any like plant-based stuff that they like make into like potions or something? Would it slow it down?
They haven't found anything like medicinal wise that they could help themselves with. It seems like this orb was the only way that they could actually retroactively fight against it. And
For
even
what
then,
they
it
know.
is, yeah, it is a short range thing and it is only on those that can actually use it.
And I guess I should probably ask mechanically if I do get infected, if there's a possibility of it. Can I come back here and get
Yes,
cleansed
there's a possibility that they will be able to protect you if you are not so far along in the infection that you are already gone, basically.
already?
How long does the
Oh.
cleansing? How long does the cleansing last? Does it take like a week or something? Because that might be an issue.
Nope,
That
it's
might
like
be
an
an issue.
instant thing.
Oh, okay.
That's not so
It's not
bad.
like a
Just-
long ass ritual.
I
Yeah.
think we should. Yeah, I think regardless of if we think when she goes like infected or not, we should like check up on her when we get back.
I gotta get my COVID test.
Yeah, you gotta get your like a
Okay,
express
so-
test done.
I will have Shandir prepare feign death. Should shit start looking tits up.
Feign death.
Interesting.
I think that might work if the parasites like. I don't know how that
mean,
works for like.
I think the problem
If the parasites think she's dead, maybe they'll not
Doesn't it
like continue
I mean,
moving.
the problem
Um,
is like they said that it's like it doesn't matter if she's conscious or not. They're still gonna.
Yeah,
push
but
No, but I
there's a
kill
difference
her,
between
kind of.
feigned death and
Well,
conscious.
I
Conscious.
think it comes to a point where like parasites take over and the zombie bodies just walk. So I think like dying doesn't really matter, but we can try it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a last case scenario.
If anything, I think it might make it worse. Honestly.
I don't think so though, because then like parasites usually feed on a living host, and once that host is dead, then they like leave.
Well,
Or die
not in
with
this case. In this
Oh,
case, when the host dies, they walk off into the fucking ocean.
I cannot tell
They
you
never
whether or
said
not
that
it
the-
will work.
yeah.
But if you
Well,
try it,
he-
I will tell you in that time. I've already made. I'm after reading the spell. I have a decision on if it will work or not. But I will leave it up to
Yeah,
you
I mean,
if you
he-
want to use it or
he-
not.
He also didn't say that they die before they walk into the ocean. He didn't say that they died before they change or walk into the ocean. He just said that they get infected.
It's a bit of a vague disease that we don't
Yeah.
know have a lot of information.
Well, yeah,
for.
we don't know, but if
Yeah.
they're completely out of control, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the very last part of it says the spell's effect, the disease and poison have no effect until the spell ends. So basically, it just like puts it probably.
Yeah,
just
it's stasis.
It's on hold. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's like they call it a plague and a disease, but like parasites aren't exactly like a disease. It's like different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll cross that road if it gets to that point.
Yeah, let's just not get to that point. Easy
Yeah.
clap.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, she
get
already
in, get
sits in the back of the party anyway.
We should
Just a
yeah,
quick
I mean,
job, get in, get out. Easy.
Yeah, she doesn't
We
even
should
have to touch
probably-
anything because she has mage hands.
we should probably decide what we're doing rather than doing this because it doesn't matter right
Quarry.
Sorry,
I
I
think
was
we-
trying to protect Pachiko. Okay.
I think we decided we were going to the quarry first, and the quarry doesn't have any issues with infection, right?
As far
How-
as you
how
know,
far-
yes.
How far north is it?
I think did he say like a day?
Yeah, it's like a.
Like a day.
It's
Okay,
it's
that's
literally right here.
Oh, okay. So it's
Oh,
not even a
shit.
day. It's right there.
Well, I guess we just. I mean, unless
It
you
might
want
take advantage.
to check out the like if there's somebody who would make that hide into
Yeah.
armor for you.
I
Yeah.
think we
Like a
should
smith.
also just
Yeah.
generally get some supplies if we can.
Yeah. Just see what we can get.
Like
Or see
a
what's
couple
available.
potions, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Shadira has 1 greater healing and 2 basic healing potions on her right now. So
I believe I have nothing on me. Let me check though.
I also have
I
a potion
have
of cold
a
resistance.
greater.
Oh yeah,
I have
yeah.
nothing.
I have healing potions.
Like
I have
Alright.
nothing, but
Do you
I have healing spells, so it's not so
we
bad.
should.
do you want I can give you my greater healing.
No, we should. I'm thinking more about like other potions and scrolls and stuff, like not
There's
just
really
like healing.
there's not really too much point to give me potions unless you want me to heal others, because I'm not going to heal myself with them. Because I'm most likely going to go
You
down.
want Machiko to die.
No. Maybe. I'm kidding though.
Alright, I guess we go check out the hide thing.
She's a healer, not a heal self
Okey-dokey.
person.
Priestess and the woman sort of give you a nod and bow as you begin to head back out the way you came.
She'll wave and have the hat wave too.
As we like leave this, we'll like throw the stick somewhere.
Oh wait,
Or
she's like
two
she's
sticks,
act
I
angry.
guess.
Yeah, the two. She'll act angry.
Asi
she'll go,
comes
"Phew."
out looking somewhat dejected and now lost.
Literally got what you wanted.
Oh.
What's up, child?
What now? I see. What are you gonna do now?
Asi not know.
Would you like to join
Duty
the
is
group?
done. Suppose Asi go back home. If it's still there.
Is this home?
Somewhat.
You don't have any family here or anything?
Not anymore.
Go back to the boat, if anything, too.
Tanya moves
You have
forward and
family
hugs her.
there.
Tanya gives a bear crossed out wolf hug.
Oh.
She sort of grimaces
dies.
and she loses air in her chest.
Her ribs get crushed. She dies.
She dies. That's how her story ends. Getting hugged.
I will keep in mind if nowhere to go.
Okay. Contact us. if
How
you need
old was
anything.
Asi again?
You never asked, but as
Well,
far
you-
as you
you-
can tell, she is rather young for a Yonti.
Yeah.
She younger than me?
Give or take similar ages, maybe slightly older.
Okay. I believe she goes 18 or 19, something like that.
Oh yeah, she's definitely older than you. Then. Slightly, but still older. Keep eye on brown woman. Dark-skinned one.
Mm-hmm.
A reason why you don't trust her?
She reason item go missing in first place.
Oh fuck.
That's why she shook her head.
Sorry, I was muted.
She do things that most would not, in name of doing good.
And do you know who she is exactly? Is she like royalty of sorts? Or... Maybe like a you know,
Uhohai. I can't speak her name. Uhohai.
Yehovah.
Mother to priestess.
Ah, so she's the mother. Yehovah.
She do things. Experiments. Try to keep infected safe. Many of them not survive. Probably wouldn't in the first place.
So, I guess if you could, like, try and keep watch if the artifact gets lost again, and try and let us know where it went.
Hard to say if it will be lost again. They would most likely protect it better than they did before. She was not the one who lost it, though. Was still stolen. But stolen by those she tortured. And if she does again, maybe it gets stolen again.
better
Then
be
we
quick
all
what
die.
happens. And then everyone dies.
Some.
Well, I mean, if it gets stolen, the only way they can leave the island is by boat, so they're gonna have to leave somehow.
Now it's underwater, like underground cave somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
It goes to a different island. Oh my god.
Okay.
They
I
tried
guess
to
we go
take it to other. They tried to take it to other Yonti last time. Go ahead,
Well.
insight check that if you want.
Alright. Chico's not good at these, but
Shantira will also insight.
it's not awful.
Insight, did I get myself? Got it.
I should have took guidance spell.
Shindira would realize that there's definitely more to that shit she knows that she is not saying.
What if she took it? Aha.
Shandira will give her like a motherly pat on the shoulder. And is there more to that story? I mean, you can tell us.
You can tell
Persuasion check.
Persuasion? Okay. I'll give us some guidance.
Machiko can intimidate if she really wants to.
No, I'm not really
Gets-
good at persuasion.
Gets the shocking grasp out. I mean, I can't tell that she's lying. So.
Another time.
Yeah, but I mean,
Another time. It's not fun to talk about. All matter now is that the orb is here, protecting those who can be protected. And when you find the next one, it will protect more.
We'll try.
gives head pats. You take it.
Asi go now. Find Asi southwest of city,
Okay.
if you want.
Okay. Farewell. We'll see you around.
Nice.
She nods and gives you a slight smile as she begins to wave and walk away.
Then I kill her. You know.
She's dead.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Jealous because she got a head pat before Machiko.
How dare you.
That literally would have killed her too.
It would have.
I'm good.
Alright,
Machiko, no head pat.
where are
for
you
her.
headed first then? Would you like to just go explore markets and try to find someone to smith for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, As you walk around the town, there are small markets around the space, but it looks like they try to keep these tents and structures away from the center of the city. As many of them aren't even really Yuan-ti. A lot of them are dwarves and humans and elves that have just sort of traveled, or many of them look to be not exactly the most reputable of sellers that you would see on Aietherhall. Many of them look to be very similar to pirates and
Like snake oil
thieves
salesmen.
and
The lads.
scam salesmen who may have gotten their goods through ill repute ways. But some of them are Yuan-tis, and they still look to be very decently reputable.
Question, Leamster.
Yes.
Are dwarves good blacksmiths in your world, or is anyone just a good blacksmith?
Anyone can be a good blacksmith. More well-renowned blacksmiths are dwarves. That's just sort of like a general sort of, I wouldn't say prejudice, it's just a
Stereotype.
Stereotype, yes.
Yeah.
Same thing with elves. Elves are also very good smiths, as far as many are aware. They are both sort of stereotyped to be well craftsmen, especially when it comes to weaponry and armor.
Gotcha. Okay, I don't want to be racist.
No, you're fine.
And just say, hey, the dwarves here, they're really good at smithing.
Every time it comes up in a D&D discussion, I always say the same thing. Racism can belong in a world because it can be done maturely without being, just straight up being like, wow, elves are bad.
Yeah.
Stereotypes exist. You can't just not wave all stereotypes out.
Yeah.
Yes, another world where elves and dwarves hate each other.
I mean, and elves and dwarves don't even hate each other in this world. They just, all cultures sort of hate each other in some way, because they're different cultures. They want to be the best. Humans are more or less the most hated culture because they grow exponentially so quickly. And they take everyone else's culture.
Anyone who plays humans is like an inferior.
Would I play human?
I play a lot of humans.
Cringe. Not even variant human. Shake my head.
It's always very human, though. Anyways, off topic. As you step into sort of this market area, are you looking for anything in particular for your smith? Are you looking for specifically like a blacksmith, or are you looking for someone who works with magical items and such?
That's up to Sandera.
I would probably have to say works with magical items or has some kind of thing, because then this hide probably has magical properties because it's from a corrupted hydra. That
Probably leather work.
Can I check if it's magical? I could do that.
Oh, yeah. If you want to.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead and make an arcana check.
I give guidance.
I can detect magic too. So if I fail this, I'll just detect magic. Oh, you give guidance, right?
It does have a seemingly residual sort of magic to it. Very common you would see in Krakving, among the markets there, where there were arcana or arcane components and such items that could be used to make into other things. There is always a sort of residual magic to a lot of arcane components. It's how it's eventually used to hone and sort of flow in the correct way that it becomes a magic item. So yes, this could easily become a magic item. It just requires the right tools and person to do so.
Yes,
yeah.
That's who we're looking for.
Alrighty.
Also have bones and teeth, but I'm assuming they have the same stuff to it.
Somewhat.
I could
much lesser than the hide, but those do seem to have some residual magic to it.
I have anything magical in my pockets? Let me take a look real quick. I'll look I do. I have the crystals, but those aren't magical and all that. So.
On their own, no. But they could be.
Yeah, on their own, no. I have the 3 refined ones.
Correct.
I do.
But alright, if we're looking for someone who works with magic items, let me
and who doesn't look too shady
real fast.
We also
doesn't
have
look too shady.
Bottle of Sunny D.
We do have that Sunny D. That's right.
Roll me a D100, Shandira.
Yo, combine the Sunny D with the Hydra? Yo. have a
Nothing
living
could
armor.
go wrong with that.
Yeah, living armor,
Aw.
bro. Let's go. I think it's free.
What if we just give the Sunny D to your hat?
Oh, bro.
Oh,
A living
no.
hat. A living hat.
Oh no.
All I heard
Uh.
is, oh no, oh man.
Yes.
I are sad now.
Just give
No,
me
not
the
not for
Sunny
your.
D.
I'm talking about Sunny D to hat, not.
Oh,
Great.
I thought it was
Not the
my
complete-
role. I was
No,
like,
no. You're fine.
I
You
wanna
didn't
roll
even
blue.
roll like below a 10. You're good.
I want to roll D100. Oh.
As you're going through the markets and look for someone who could work with magical items, a woman sort of catches your eye at the beginning. A obviously Yuan-Ti woman with a small, like, worm-like dragon flying about her. She sits in a small regal chair, small carpet in front of her with several items laid about. She reads a book to herself.
And I think to myself.
alrighty. She will make her way with her items.
Yo, does she have like magic stuff on her stuff?
They do appear to be magical inclined items. Staves and
Yo.
wands.
It's shiny. Let's fucking go. Okay, she's looking intently at these. Trying not to touch it. But she's like looking really intently.
She doesn't
Like a
look
child.
up from her book, but she does begin to speak.
Making
I see you're interested in my goods. Can I help you find something?
so pretty. They look so pretty. Oh, but she points to Shindira. She needs help.
At this time, Shindira is like going through the hide and then going through her pack and getting out like the bones and teeth and whatever little menagerie of things that are there. And then she will hold it out to the woman. I have these items here, and I was wondering if there's a way that you could make armor from them.
Or some kind of item.
Yeah,
Anything.
I acquired them from a hunt.
I see. This hide could make something useful. Were you looking for something for yourself or someone else?
She'll point over to Michiko. Is there a way that I can get something like protective for her against the elements around here, like the plague? Like-
Are you
face
actually
mask.
saying the plague?
yeah. Like she would know what she's talking about, right?
Yeah,
She's
she
able to.
she chuckles a little to you. I don't think I could protect against that, unfortunately, but I could give her something that could protect her from the elements and, you know, traditional dangers around you.
How about against swords? And claws?
Of course, those are the traditional dangers I speak of.
Oh, okay. How about needles? No needles, please.
I suppose this would protect against needles as well.
Wow. Oh, she's gonna take out a refined crystal from her pocket. Does this do anything for you?
She looks it over a moment as she sort of holds it up to the light and looks through it a bit.
She'll take out an unrefined one too, I guess. Sure.
Just
I
pulling
suppose
out
I could
first.
use these. I'm unsure of what I could do with them exactly, but I could look into something. Are you looking to sell these, or would you like to do something with them?
I'm not sure what could be done or how much could they sell for.
Well, just looking at them, they look like they could be used to hold a fair bit of magic, and that could be useful in some ways. What I could exactly do with them, I am not quite certain yet. I'd have to experiment with a few. But if you were looking to sell, I could buy each of them off of you for, say, 100 gold apiece.
Cool.
Keep us.
Sell her the one that holds the future.
I don't know how she'd use it though.
Here you go. This is the end of the world. Good luck.
Should think about it, but she probably won't sell it. Could she, out of character wise, do you think they could be combined with the Hydra stuff, or no?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Unlikely.
Okay.
My idea for them right now is they are mostly just storage devices, which could be used to as in
Spell stuff.
hold spells and yeah, that sort of a thing.
Creation.
No, that could be good.
Wand creation. Holds magic.
I think personally we should hold on to them because we can get gold other ways. We can't get these crystals easily.
That's why I don't want to sell. I mean, I have 13 more unrefined ones.
Where?
So you said that there was magic items already there in the shop, right?
Yes, there are.
Is it just wands? Is it just wands and stuff?
There are a few more traditional like swords
Or are there
and
other things?
axes. There's not very much armor here, but they are mostly just potions, swords, wands, staves.
Are there magic bones there? Smile.
There are no magic bows.
Damn, worth a shot.
I can't.
So
wear
I'd
armor.
assume since they only really have like some pretty traditional stuff, they would not have braces of defense.
Let me check.
Those are pretty
'Cause I-
nice.
The
Yeah,
thing is,
they're
I can't wear
pretty
armor.
nice.
I'm not proficient in any armor.
I mean, you
I'm
can
just
get like,
thinking
a
about
robe
like
or something.
any magic item that would help me, and I think that's like the main one.
I can make a hazmat suit, or like I can make a quick.
Summon bubble. Just put her in a bubble.
Put me in a bubble, like a hamster.
Hamster
Put me in a
ball,
hamster
yeah.
ball. Yeah. I
She
can't
does
interact with
not have
anything.
bracers of defense. That's outside of the price range of what she has.
Probably in Aietherhall we could find it
I want to find a bone
if we ever go
seller.
back.
Yeah, we're not going back.
We ain't going back not anytime soon. Not in a month. Oh, we probably could.
I mean, it's only gonna take a week there and a week back. It's fine.
That's only half of our time.
Yeah, that's only half her time. You know.
Yeah, we don't need it.
I mean, I can learn to not. Well, D-door doesn't go far enough. But
No.
Just,
Good
I'm just gonna
100 feet.
D-door back to Aietherhall. See you guys.
I wish.
That would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Let's see, guys.
But looking over the hide, she sort of doesn't look at the claws or teeth at the moment, as it doesn't seem she can do much with them.
Yo, baby.
What exactly did you, other than, armor for her, do you have a price range you're looking for?
Oh,
The more you put into it, the more I can get out.
She'll put.
What
She'll put
is
5
this?
smickles.
Pyramid scheme.
But she will put 5 smickles. That's all she has. 5 silver.
I mean, we always have Mr. Big Bang, but
I mean,
who knows
oh,
what he actually wants to spend his money on?
yeah, that's why cat too. Well, how long would it take? Do you think?
That is also goal dependent.
Ah,
More in
mean-
it could have it done quicker. But the more complicated it is, the longer it would take. A simple enchantment could only take about a day or two, but a more complicated one may take up to a week.
ugh.
I mean, we could, like, leave this for after session and ask Cat as well.
We could. Can we do like a? Can we pay you after?
Would you like to leave the item with me and then pay upon receiving?
I don't know if I want to.
That can also be done.
Well, we would
Out
have
of
to know how
character-wise?
much we're gonna have to pay still.
It depends on how complicated you would like it. And this is sort of an out-of-character question. What kind of
Yeah.
rarity do you want this to be? And that will decide the price.
Legendary.
Artifact, smile.
Obviously, you cannot make artifact or legendary, but you could make very rare. You could make up to a very rare item, basically.
Can
How
I
much
make
would
a
a
piece
very
of the
rare be?
staff?
Okay, how much is it like?
You could not make a piece of the staff.
How much would a very rare be, for example?
A very rare. Let me check my list here. One moment.
This is different because materials are provided. So. It's the cost of labor.
For a robe, a very rare would be.
God, we're so broke.
Can I combine it with my hat?
Make a robe with the Archmage.
Oh god, imagine.
Man, that's also legendary, by the way. So no, you could not make a robe with the Archmage.
I know. That's why I was joking.
Let's see here.
Make me a Hydra recorder.
All right, a very rare would be about 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god. No.
Even
A
with the
rare
material.
item would be with the material already. Actually, that would reduce the price. A very rare would be 7,500 gold pieces.
Okay, that's all.
A rare item would be 3,500 gold pieces. And
we need to do the job first. that's why.
uncommon would be about 1,500, and then a common would be 500 gold pieces.
Yeah, I think we should
Man,
do some.
Probably do the job
Odd.
first.
just
That's why I asked
just
if we leave
imagine
it.
going to the quarry and getting paid like 100 times the salary we are getting paid to translate this fucking text.
God. I'd be down.
You were going to
Or just-
receive more gold when you got back and actually did it. That was just the covering cost that you were going to receive.
If
What
we
was the
get back.
actual like award amount for
Is
the
it 500 gold, though?
I don't think they ever told you, if I
They
don't
remember
know, they
it
didn't.
correctly. They just gave you an upfront cost and said once it's completed, we'll pay you what you need to be paid for it.
Mm.
we better get paid like millions. We
So
fucking
remember
save
when
every
I
goddamn
said like
Mm,
5
whoa.
sessions ago we should like fight the other groups to get their money?
If I'm aware, the other groups are not very rich either, so good
More
luck with
than
that.
us. Like, come on.
Turns out Neemster's just a cheapskate. That's just
I
it.
mean, that's also true. But also not true. I gave my last group, who literally made Shimmer Meadow, like 20,000 platinum pieces, so, you know.
And
Yeah.
look where they are now.
Yeah, they own a
Dead.
town.
Just kidding.
Some of them
That's
are
why-
dead, yes.
That's why. That's why I asked if we want to
Should
leave
have
it here
given
or
the
not,
money to us.
because I don't know if I want to leave it in this trade market because
We could still technically get their party money as a reward if we go rob Shimmer Meadow.
Ooh,
What's
just
the point? 'Cause we're all
rob
gonna
Shimmer
die
Meadow
if we-
forehead.
We'll die if we don't get the thing back.
I think
Well,
at least right now.
So you
We
guys
should do
might
the-
die.
I think
think
there's
we
a lot
should.
of ways where we just die. That's just one of them, you know?
I think we should at least just try and earn money first before doing this because
Mhm.
we're not gonna have enough either way.
Okay. Alrighty, I'll do that.
See how much we get.
Like, yeah, we have no idea how much we're gonna get paid for stuff, so let's not.
Yo, can I work on like the street and get like money, like just start playing my recorder or something?
If you want, sure.
Hold on. Yeah. While we're waiting, I guess.
Why is it Jurassic Park?
Because
Oh yeah, I guess
yeah.
because of that. Yeah, the flute one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. You do that, and I'll just start begging on the street.
Let's see how much money we can make. Let's see. Hold on. Shit.
Let's go to the.
Wait, this is a good
quarry.
time to. Oh, wait, I can't use Bardic Inspiration. Damn it.
You make 85 silver pieces.
Yo, I have 90
Hey,
silver. Let's go.
let's go.
Shandira
Excellent.
will ask. Shandira will ask for the hide back and be like,
She'll hand it to you.
"Well, we'll try to make more money to pay for your services."
As you wish. I will be here.
10 silver's a gold, right? In your world?
Correct.
Okay, I have 9 gold.
Oh shit. I forgot. Nice.
Yo, I'm rich.
All right. As you walk away, are you looking for anybody to look at the teeth or claws? Where would you like to look for that? Would you like to look for someone who deals with accessories, or would like to look for someone that deals with weapons?
Could they
Someone
be
who
used like in
deals with
spells
teeth.
or apothecary?
As like components?
Yeah.
Potions or anything.
We can also look for that, I suppose. Hold on 1 second. Let me just look at my list of people and see who would be best suited for that.
We could also like use the teeth and stuff and put it on weapons and stuff too.
Melt the teeth, absorb the calcium.
Like,
You really
like
just
what? Oh wait,
give
never
them
mind.
to Val to eat. I'm just kidding.
Yes. I
We
want
can-
to find somebody who sells magic bones and like take one with me.
Alright, roll me another D100.
Okay. Please, RNGesus, give me a good one.
Let's go.
Wait, did I roll 84? You rolled 85. What
Ugh.
happened?
Oof. Alright.
Ugh. I'm not getting good rolls. I haven't critted today.
Yeah, you did.
Did
You
I?
on
Oh
the
yeah, I
inside.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, at least I didn't get you cannot speak for the third time.
That was
This is
funny.
good.
As you go looking about the market once more, this guy over here catches your eye, as he has several magical components and other goods. Though he looks like he has a lot of sort of mishmash of things.
Did you have like fruit and stuff too? It's like a fruit store.
Yes.
Yo.
He has fruit, he has food, he has leathers and swords and everything in between.
He's got some bomb ass eyeliner.
Yeah.
His makeup.
Well, hello there. You're newcomers to the market, I see. Would you like any of my fabulous wares?
Good.
All very well gotten and very legally obtained.
Wins.
Yep.
You know, I was
definitely
thinking, Tanya. You know, I was thinking you were pretty shady before this, but you know, since you said they were legal, I think it does make sense.
Of
Duh.
course. Why would I
I think he-
lie to a
I
customer?
think he bought you.
Actually, no, never mind. Tanya's not buying his shit. She's not buying his shit because she only has 5 gold, but she's still not buying.
I mean,
his
there's nothing to
lies.
really buy. He's not like hiding it. He's
Yeah,
just
no.
being a smartass.
Alrighty.
I believe him.
Shandira will show him the bones and claws from the Hydra.
Ooh, quite fabulous pieces here you have. Would you like to sell them? I will gladly take them off of your hands for a fair price.
What price are we talking about?
Well, for the teeth, I could sell them for about... or buy them from you, that rather. Buy them for you for... we'll call it 10 gold apiece. And you have, 6. And for the claws, well... My cat muted my microphone.
He's like, no.
For those, I could give you about 50 apiece, so 200 total.
Come on, we just saw the magic item prices. That's like nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
You're broke.
Alrighty. She'll sigh. Is there a way that I can? She'll try to barter the teeth. Can I get 12 gold for each?
You drive a hard bargain, but I will accept it.
Come on, that's a low ball.
How about
Yeah,
20
ask
gold
for-
each?
Should have asked for like 70 gold each, and then went
Yeah,
down
you
from
should have
there.
started like 10.
So
How about
high.
50?
Yeah.
I don't barter very well, even in
Sag.
real life.
Sag.
Like if I'm the type of person like at a powwow and I go up to like a jewelry stand and I see these dope ass earrings that are really nice and cool, I will still like, say maybe $5 less, and these are like $60 pair of earrings. And I would be like, oh, 55. I don't like. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm so bad
go
at
to-
bartering.
I mean, it's different culture stuff. Like it's like I go to the market like every weekend, so yeah, I'm just used to it.
So, 5 teeth, 60 gold pieces. Is that what you would like?
Sure. And then she'll pass him the teeth.
No.
Alright.
No.
He takes them and hands you 60 gold very quickly. He shoves it behind the counter very quickly. Is there anything else I can do with?
My calcium.
She'll hold on to the claws.
Fine, alright. Would you like to look over my wares? You now have a good chunk of change to exchange.
How much was the teeth back?
Economy.
Buying the teeth back.
No givesies backsies.
Oh. Well, okay.
What is there on the stand other than like food and stuff?
There are swords, there's armor, there's wands and staves. He has literally a mishmash of basically every stall here, just in
real
smaller
question is-
quantities.
Is there anything
The real
broken
question is what's behind the stall.
Him.
Hard to say.
Is
You
there
don't
anything
know,
broken
it's
on the
under the
stall?
table.
Is there anything broken on the stall or in the stall? Or is the stall broken?
Investigation check.
Alright, let's try that.
Are you gonna offer to mend him his stuff
You
for
don't
money?
quite see anything broken.
Okay. I'm just gonna start mending things.
Is he visibly selling anything like illegal?
Depends on what you believe is illegal.
Is there anything of value, you think? At all? Like anything pop out?
With the investigation check you already did, I mean, there's a few things on here that look kind of valuable, but I mean, it's hard to tell.
I love how immediately, as soon as brought up illegal stuff, I can hear sirens in the background. Somebody's
Yes.
money.
Yeah,
Yes, there was a fucking thing going through my room.
beautiful.
Fire. Yeah. Yeah, what if I just fireball a stall?
Dude,
Actually, no, I won't. Just tweak it.
would you like to ask him if he has anything illegal? Because, I mean, you could also
Wait,
do that.
No, we
You
don't
have
have
to
the
tell me
money
if you're
for
a
it.
cop, right?
No, we don't have the money for it.
We don't have the money for
just
anything.
because we don't have the money doesn't mean we can't look.
But it's,
Christ.
why get involved in drugs when you can? Just
What?
don't get involved.
I'll
in
say,
it unless you can actually.
go ahead and make a perception check, Val.
Sure. I am just curious. Jesus.
Just the other day, you were described what refined residuum is,
Yes.
and the
Actually,
drugs that can be made from it. And you spot
Yes.
a few small baggies on the table.
Yes.
You know, that's like sorcerer crack. Let's go.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Now we know where we can sell those off to.
True.
I will hold on to that information.
Alright. Anything
Uh,
else that you guys want to do with this guy?
the information that she sees, she'll just hug her staff a little tighter.
Alright.
I was taking my staff.
Alright then. Where would you like to head next then?
I guess we can go to the quarry.
Yeah, we really can't do shit. So
Alright.
We could make
We are
first.
broke.
Being
Capital
4
B.
a.m.
I could perform on the way and people would throw money at me.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go.
Roll a 20. Let's go.
I'm rolling awful now.
Let's
I'm rolling.
go.
People start throwing not money at me. They start throwing tomatoes.
Somebody
You pass
could
again
do
a
it.
lot of the people that you were already performing for before, and they now realize how somewhat mediocre your playing is, and they are cringing that they actually gave you money.
They're like asking for a
Sad.
refund.
Sedge. Alright, where are we going?
I guess we'll move towards the quarry.
North? North. I don't know what north is. It's right there. That one.
Meow.
There's multiple things north.
Alright, as you head up the long, away from the market sort of area and along this platform cement among the water, you hear the working of smiths and carts and pickaxes hitting rock as you hear them echo through the caves up ahead. You see a smaller Yuan-Ti woman, green of hair and sort of slight scarring and scales along the side of her face, as she sort of calls out and yells at the workers, "Work faster now! We have many things that need to be done." And as you sort of walk up, she sort of instinctively sees you and looks over. "What? We're busy."
Okay, boy.
I heard you had a problem with the cult or something?
No. She sort of looks around hesitantly. Wait, no problem with... What the fuck do you want? Don't fucking talk about that here.
Oh. We can talk about it over
Bro.
there if you want. We can talk about it
Bro.
in mine, if you like.
What do you want?
Oh, we're looking for some work because we want to, deal with your little problem.
Alright. Yeah. She sort of looks all of you up and down a moment. I guess you look capable enough. Alright, whatever. We've been having a problem with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Digging for something. They made a fucking nest in some of our lanes down there.
Oh.
Had to venture into a different spot, and there's no ore over there. We need an ore that's deeper within.
Hmm.
We need someone to take them out. Either get
trespassing
rid of them or
sorts.
send them out. Yes, they are.
Oh.
And they are doing so peacefully.
Oh, that's not good.
Stole away a bunch of my workers already. Can't he
Yes.
having that spending their ideals in different ways and shit?
Are they strong?
The hell if I know.
Oh.
I haven't fought any of them. They haven't
Okay.
killed anyone per se. They just... They caused a ruckus, and now my workers aren't working for me. That's what you gotta deal with. That's all you need to
Oh.
know.
Dude, they have
Okay.
the power of Sunny D.
The hell is that?
Let me tell you.
Well, let me tell you, sir or ma'am,
Let me tell you what.
sir and or ma'am. I believe this is a female, right? Yeah, he's she.
Yes, it's a female. Yes.
Well, she'll turn to her companions. What do you think of this job?
Sounds like fighting. I like fighting.
And how much would you be willing to pay us for our services?
You get rid of the people, and you turn my workers back into actual workers.
Huh.
Get them to see it the right way. That they need to do a day's work for me. Earn their paycheck like a normal person. And I'll see it that you get paid well. More heads in the sense of workers back on duty, I'll get you more.
Okay, how many workers are you
But-
missing?
About 10,
Oh, okay.
15-ish, I'm not sure. I don't keep track.
Oh,
But, you just get rid of the cult and none of the workers come back, I'll still reward you all the same. We'll say, 1,000.
each?
Just for that. You get the workers back, I'll get you 200 a head.
Each?
No, not each.
Oh,
What do you think I'm... Just do it. Understood?
You look rich. Or well off. I'm not sure. I don't judge a person by their background.
Just shut it. Do the job and you'll get paid. Understood?
Okay. All right. But where to? North?
You go into the quarry. There's a
Okay.
blocked off entrance to the west.
Oh, okay.
You head in there. That's where the deeper tunnels are. That's where they're holed up right now.
Oh, okay. You got this.
Good. Get it done. Before the sun goes down, if you could help it. I need them to start up again. Orders are piling up.
Oh, all right. I had to look to everyone. Hey, you guys already team?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
All right. She'll take her back position.
All right.
Why we shouldn't take jobs from researchers, instead take jobs from capitalists. It's much easier. And they
Oh.
get more
Hell yeah.
money. Instead of
Good.
having to go all the way across the planet and like go look for stuff, we just had to go
Yeah.
kill some fucking snakes.
God
We
bless.
could probably ask for
capitalism.
jobs.
Weird.
Like, honestly
Let's go.
speaking.
You see, all you got,
Just ask.
all the real money is in the union busting.
Yes,
Yes.
always has been.
I mean,
no, it's
to
still
be
up,
fair,
but
they
it's
are
alright.
cult, so yeah.
In any case,
Checks all boxes.
as you've accepted this job and are heading down towards the tunnel, that'll be where I stop the session. Is
Oh, right.
Elias
Yeah.
isn't here, and we will
Yeah.
do that stuff next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also very tired.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Sleep now. This is a threat.
I am. No.
Yeah, that was fun. I hope
Yeah.
next week we'll get back to more combat.
Wow.
Unless you talk your way out of it, which is also a possibility.
We might.
Nah.
We just might.
The less cultists, the better.
Well, I want to at least get information on what they're culting about.
But yeah, anyways, that'll be it for this week, and I'm gonna end the stream now.
Alright.
Goodbye.